Good morning, I'm Natalie with KQNK. Today is Tuesday, March 19th. Currently with fair skies, it is 41 degrees. The humidity is 53%. The wind speed is west at 8 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 29.95. The dew point is 25 degrees, and the current wind chill is 36 degrees. It's 8:04 and time for Kansas News.
Kansas Information Network News. I'm Karen Johnson. In Garden City, Officer Troy Davis received the Meritorious Service Award for his outstanding contributions. J.P. Bissett has more.
Last September, Officer Davis went above and beyond at a car seat event, not only ensuring kids' safety, but also helping a struggling family. He arranged car detailing and even filled their gas tank from his own pocket. Officer Davis embodies compassion and service, reminding us that we all need a hand sometimes. Congratulations to Officer Troy Davis for your dedication.
U.S. Senator Roger Marshall was in Wichita Monday, working with city and county officials to address what needs to take place to better protect the community, especially when it comes to protecting the younger generation from violent crime. The Wichita Police Department said most of the violent crime cases they work with are tied to drug use. This is Kansas Information Network News.
With the first-round pick for Medicare supplement coverage, Sophia selects Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas.
Wow, that's a great pick and a perfect fit for her. They've been one of the top-performing customer service teams in America for years, and they are good at what they do. Getting her the answers she needs, supporting the care she deserves, and they make it look easy. For affordable Medicare supplement insurance plans backed by the Kansas-based customer service you expect, call Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas at 866-301-7644 or visit bcbsks.com/selection. That's bcbsks.com/selection. Underwritten by Blue Cross Blue Shield Kansas Solutions. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. government or the federal Medicare program. For costs and details of coverage, including exclusions, reductions, or limitations, and the terms under which the policy may be continued in force, call or write Blue Cross Blue Shield Kansas.
Good morning, I'm Natalie Hadley with your KQNK News. Brought to you by Firebolt Ag, LLC, serving all of your chemical and fertilizer needs. The Senate Health and Budget Committees are getting together to hold an informational hearing on Medicaid expansion on Wednesday morning. And on Wednesday afternoon, a House Health Committee will hold a hearing on an actual Medicaid expansion bill. Expanding Medicaid in Kansas has been one of Governor Kelly's top priorities since her first year in office, and a promise she's doubled down on since her second term began. And the governor's office says this is the first time in 4 years that lawmakers have officially discussed the issue of Medicaid expansion. More than 100 health professionals signed a letter at the start of the session urging Republican lawmakers to get behind Medicaid expansion, though at the beginning of the session, both the Speaker of the House and the Senate President said that wasn't going to happen. Election Day is today for the Kansas presidential preference primary, and voters will need to cast ballots between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. at their assigned polling locations. This is just the third time that voters in Kansas will take part in a presidential preference primary. And according to the Kansas Secretary of State's website, a preference primary is an election where the vote totals are given to a political party to allocate delegates to candidates at the national convention. This is not a primary where the voters select the party candidate. The deadline to request a mail-in ballot has already passed. However, voters who did receive one will have to return it to their election office or a polling site by the time polls close today. Despite the results of the prior primaries, 4 candidates will still appear on both the Republican and Democratic ballots. The Democratic candidates are Dean Phillips, Joseph R. Biden Jr., Marianne Williamson, and Jason Michael Palmer. And the Republican candidates are Donald J. Trump, Ryan L. Binkley, Nikki R. Haley, and Ron DeSantis. Voters also have the option to choose none of the names shown. Voters can find a sample ballot at myvoteinfo.voteks.org, and people with questions are encouraged to contact their local election office. 2 juveniles will spend 30 months behind bars for their roles in connection to a fire at a Northwest Kansas school in June of 2023. The suspects, now aged 13 and 14, were found guilty of aggravated arson and attempted arson regarding their roles in a fire at the Rollins County Junior-Senior High School on June 5, 2023. The fire resulted in severe damage to the building, as well as injuring 10 firefighters, and USD 105 Rollins County was forced to implement alternative measures for students in their upcoming school year. The juveniles, who have not been named, were sentenced to 30 months at the Juvenile Correctional Facility and will then serve parole until they're 19. The Kansas legislature held a hearing on Tuesday morning on Senate Bill 415, which is a proposed law that would recognize organized retail theft as an official crime and increase the penalties. If passed, Senate Bill 415 would create harsher penalties for crimes in which thefts from stores extend well beyond smaller shoplifting cases. And Kansas Attorney General Chris Kobach said this is a pressing matter, with retail crime numbers reaching $41 billion since 2022. The bill also would include these crimes within the definition of racketeering. Kobach and Kansas Chamber Vice President of Government Affairs Eric Stafford emphasized that this is a prevalent issue, especially with the use of technology. Those opposing the bill said the language needs to be tailored, adding that as it stands, the bill will target vulnerable people and not ringleaders in organized crime. In Nebraska news, on Monday, the Nebraska State Patrol released the results of their anti-impaired driving campaign, which ran from Saturday night through Monday morning, saying that 10 drivers were arrested on suspicion of DUI. Troopers cited 171 drivers for speeding, 14 for driving under suspension, 2 for having improper child restraints, and they also helped 54 travelers over the weekend. The effort was made possible with funding from the Nebraska Department of Transportation's Highway Safety Office. The Nebraska State Patrol wants to remind all motorists to help keep Nebraska roads safe as warmer weather arrives, and they emphasize that people should remember to always drive sober, follow posted speed limits and traffic safety laws, avoid distractions, and to wear their seatbelts. They also said troopers will participate in many additional traffic safety initiatives throughout the spring and summer months. On Friday, Knox County Judge Donna Taylor ordered the Lincoln Regional Center to evaluate 25-year-old Elias Reed, the man accused of killing 2 people at a northeast Nebraska bowling alley, to see if he's competent to stand trial. The evaluation was requested by Reed's attorney, who said in a court filing that he's aware of sufficient facts about the defendant's mental condition to raise an issue about his competency. Authorities said Reed fatally shot 77-year-old Curtis Strom and 49-year-old William Reffitt on February 20th in Bloomfield, a town of about 1,000 people. He faces 2 counts of first-degree murder plus 2 weapons charges and is being held without bail. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for Wednesday. Reed's girlfriend, 27-year-old Kaylin Sweezy, has been accused of helping him dispose of the shotgun used in the slayings, and she's been charged with evidence tampering and will be arraigned on March 26th in district court. At around 11 p.m. on Saturday, Lincoln police officers were sent to 35th Street and Sheridan Boulevard on a report of a disturbance where they found 39-year-old Candy Klein, who was standing outside her vehicle and threatening officers. According to police, Klein then got into her car and started driving. An officer then tried getting Klein out of the vehicle, with another officer firing their taser at her. Klein rammed into a police cruiser, and officers were able to take her into custody. And once medically cleared, she was arrested on suspicion of attempted second-degree assault on an officer and use of a weapon to commit a felony. No officers were injured. I'll be back with more in just a moment.
Firebolt Ag is a full-service fertilizer and chemical retailer. They customize products for individual farmers' needs, with the primary focus being customer profitability. Let Josh and Jack help you get the most out of your farm ground. They also provide in-house marketing with Ron Wall of Flatwater Solutions. Visit Ron in Phillipsburg or call Josh at 785-854-8484 or Jack at 308-840-2819. Firebolt Ag, your leader in agriculture.
Special Olympics Kansas is thrilled to announce the upcoming state basketball and cheerleading competition that's set to take place on March 22nd and 23rd in Hayes. And this event promises to showcase the remarkable skills and spirit of athletes from across the state. The Hayes tournament will kick off on March 22nd at Fort Hays State University, bringing together athletes, coaches, and supporters for 2 days of cheerleading and intense basketball action, and the competition will feature athletes playing to win in games, demonstrating ball handling skills, and lots of cheer being spread throughout the venue. In addition to competition, this event will offer health services to athletes through the Healthy Athletes program. The screenings available at this tournament are Healthy Hearing for hearing screenings and Fit Feet for podiatry health. And these initiatives underscore the commitment to not only promote athletic excellence, but also prioritize the overall health and well-being of Special Olympics Kansas athletes. Special Olympics Kansas extends its heartfelt appreciation to the entire team of volunteers, sponsors, and community partners whose support makes these events possible. And they said that together they continue to empower individuals with intellectual disabilities to reach their full potential, both on and off the court. Fort Hays State University has named 1,646 students to the Dean's Honor Roll for the fall 2023 semester, and the Dean's Honor Roll includes undergraduate students only. To be eligible, students must have completed 12 or more credit hours and earn a minimum grade point average of 3.6 for the semester, with full-time on-campus and Fort Hays State University virtual college students being eligible. Students from Norton County named to the Fort Hays State University Dean's Honor Roll includes from Almena, Shaylee Vesteca, from Edmond, Jetson Wilfong, and from Norton, Alyssa LaPierre, Riley Manning, Avery Porter, Jonah Reuter, and Hannah Urban. Unofficial minutes of the regular meeting of the Board of Education for Unified School District 211 that was held on March 6th includes that the regular meeting of the Board of Education for USD 211 was called to order at 7 p.m. at the Alice Tweed Center by President Michael Terry, and 6 members were present, so a quorum was declared. A motion was made by Jennifer Miller and seconded by Dina Winty to approve the consent agenda as presented, and the motion carried 6-0. And approved in the consent agenda was the agenda for the March 4th meeting as presented, minutes for the regular meeting of February 12, 2024, and bills, transfers, and payroll. Chris Harding was in representing the FFA alumni. He wanted the Board of Education to know the FFA alumni appreciates their support and dedication to the FFA program, and he said he thanks them for their hard work. Superintendent Corey Roy went to the city planning meeting to talk to them about the drop-off line at Eisenhower Elementary School. They will not be turning Eisenhower Drive into a one-way road. However, they will be looking to widen the north end of the road to help with the flow of traffic in the morning and afternoon pickup times. This project will not be considered until the summer of 2025, and the city is aware that this is a safety concern. Superintendent Roy talked about teacher recruitment and some of the new struggles that they're encountering when recruiting younger teachers. He said they've been actively interviewing for some of the open teaching positions, and all building principals and Superintendent Roy are working hard to fill the open positions at USD 211. Superintendent Roy said he and Jason Jones met with Julie Campbell, the new Emergency Preparedness Coordinator, last week to discuss safety plans within the school and community. He said they will be doing a walkthrough of the school sometime in March with first responders. Superintendent Roy wanted to recognize that the forensics team took first at MCL, and he also discussed having another working Board of Education meeting with the board on April 29th. The board all agreed to it and will set a time at a later date. Superintendent Roy gave the Board of Education information on the new JBCC enrollment policy because they have to have their numbers published by June 1st. He then presented the proposed academic calendar for the 2024-2025 school year. A motion was made by Dina Winty and seconded by Ryan Katz to approve the 2024-2025 academic calendar for USD 211 as presented, and the motion carried 6-0. Memorial services for Brian Gritz Urban, 61, formerly of Norton, will be held on Friday, March 22nd at 10:30 a.m. at the Plummer Gopper Funeral Home, and visitation will be from 5 to 7 p.m. on Thursday, March 21st, also at the funeral home. A private family interment will be held at a place special to Gritz, and memorial contributions may be made to the Norton Public Library and may be sent in care of Plummer Gopper Funeral Home, 215 West Main Street in Norton. Condolences may be left at plummergopper.com. Your menu today for Eisenhower Elementary School. For lunch, you'll be having lasagna, tossed salad, peaches, garlic bread, and milk. For Norton Community High School and Junior High, your lunch today will be taco salad, fruit, and milk. And for Northern Valley schools, your lunch today will be ham and scallop potatoes, French bread, vegetable, and fruit. I'm Natalie Hadley. Your KQNK News was brought to you by Firebolt Ag, LLC, farmers helping farmers to succeed. You can contact Firebolt Ag today to get the most out of your farmland. Your weather is being brought to you by Hinkle Termite and Pest Control, your Norton experts for all of your pest control needs. Your forecast for today, it should be sunny with the high near 73 and a west wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour, which should become north in the afternoon. For tonight, it should be clear with the low around 36 and a northeast wind around 5 miles per hour, becoming southeast after midnight. On Wednesday, it should be sunny with the high near 59, and on Wednesday night, partly cloudy with the low around 31. I'll be back with the rest of your forecast in just a moment.
When you've got bugs, we know what a nuisance that can be.
Lock 'em out. From Hinkle Termite and Pest Control, Lock 'em Out is our very effective residential insect prevention program. We'll come to your place and treat your foundation plus all insect entryways. And while we're there, receive a free termite inspection. Call Mr. Rich Wenzel, our certified technician in Norton, at 785-202-0167. That's 202-0167.
Continuing with your weather forecast, on Thursday it should be mostly sunny with the high near 58. On Friday, sunny with a high near 57 and breezy. On Saturday, there's a 20% chance of showers before 1 p.m. Otherwise, it'll be mostly cloudy with the high near 47. On Sunday, there's a 30% chance of showers. Should be mostly cloudy with a high near 60 and breezy. And on Monday, there's a 40% chance of snow. It should be mostly cloudy with a high near 40 and breezy. Currently, with fair skies, it is 41 degrees. The humidity is 53%. The wind speed is west at 8 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 29.95. The dew point is 25 degrees. And our current wind chill is 36 degrees. Your weather was brought to you by Hinkle Termite and Pest Control right here in Norton. You can call Hinkle Termite and Pest Control at 785-202-0167 for all of your pest control needs. It is 8:22.
At the Mid-America Farm Expo, it's our job to expose farm producers to new knowledge and tools that will help them achieve success by providing exhibitor displays, programs, and seminars. This is Justine Henderson with the Central Kansas Extension District, and I want to invite you to the Mid-America Farm Expo on March 20th through 22nd at the Tony's Pizza Event Center in Saline County Livestock and Expo Center. I am honored and excited to announce one of our new speakers, Linda Salem, who will be discussing success in business and having a voice in the industry at 10:30 a.m. on Friday in the Tony's Pizza Event Center on the second floor. Join us at the Mid-America Farm Expo in Salina, Kansas.
Your Kansas Sports Report is being brought to you by United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything they do for you.
Create new memories on your adventures with Visa, CU Money, reloadable prepaid cards at United Northwest Federal Credit Union. When you're ready for your next adventure, keep it going smoothly with our convenient app to manage your money wherever you are. CU Money cards are compatible with mobile wallets, secure and funds are quick and simple to access. Get your Visa CU Money reloadable prepaid card today at United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
KIN Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuy. The Royals have named Cole Reagans as their opening day starter for when they take on the Twins at Kauffman Stadium on March 28th at 3:10 p.m. Manager Matt Quatrero spoke on why it was the best decision for them.
Well, we just felt like we had a lot of good choices, but based on what he did here last year and how we feel about him and his future and the pure stuff, we feel like this is the right decision for us to match up the best we can over the whole series with the Twins. First time, obviously, for him. He knows what he means to us as an organization and what he's meant as a person, too, since he's come in here. So I think he was kind of relieved, but also really excited.
The Royals were off yesterday after an 0-3 weekend, losing to the Guardians 6-1 on Friday, 7-6 to the Cubs Saturday, and Sunday to the Brewers 6-4. They're now 13-10 in the exhibition season. We'll take on the 8-10 Giants tonight at 9:05 p.m. Seth Lugo will be on the bump for the Royals. Kansas Information Network Sports, I'm Spencer Dupuy.
Get ready for incredible savings at Prairie Land Partners. Backed by popular demand, you can now choose one of the following implements for free when you purchase a 1 through 3 Series John Deere Compact Utility Tractor. Elevate your productivity with your choice of a versatile pallet fork for heavy lifting, a rugged rear blade for precise grading, or a sturdy box blade for efficient earth moving. Visit them in-store or online at prairielandpartners.com to learn more.
Prairie Land Partners.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me, too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get, and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Naloxone saves lives. Learn more at cdc.gov.
Are you struggling with healthcare bills? Norton County Hospital is here to help with Epic River Loan Solutions. Applying takes less than 30 minutes and everyone is approved regardless of credit. Break your bill into manageable automatic monthly payments to build your credit. Plus, no penalties for upfront or prepayment. Don't let healthcare costs overwhelm you. Call Kelsey today, 785-874-2220.
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste.
Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as a yes.
Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold. Medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Kansas Agriculture Network Markets.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Greg Akagi. Right now, let's check the weather.
This morning, we have a trough of low pressure over the East Coast. Moisture continues to lift in from the Gulf. That is driving in some warmer air. High pressure is in the western U.S. starting to weaken. And we have a low pressure system in the desert Southwest that's been stuck for a while. Temperatures for us warming up significantly this afternoon, but that is short-lived as a weak cold front pushes through later on today and this evening. And a weak disturbance moving into the southern plains will bring us a chance of rain by the middle of the week, especially in southern Kansas. In northwestern Kansas, mostly sunny today, breezy with a high in the upper 60s. North central Kansas, sunny and warm with a high near 70. Clear tonight, our low in the upper 30s. And sunny and breezy across northeastern Kansas today with a high close to 70 degrees. Sunny and warm with low 70s possible over southwestern Kansas. South central Kansas, sunny, much warmer with a high around 75 degrees. Clear and not as cool tonight, low in the low 40s. Sunny and warmer with low 70s and breezy in southeastern Kansas. I'm meteorologist Ann Holiday.
As we look at the early calls today, first off on the livestock side, we saw box beef trade higher yesterday. A little weakness in the pork. Reminder, too, hogs and pigs report come out next Thursday, the 28th, and the cattle on feed report coming up this Friday. But what we're seeing in the market, we still have some room to move higher as far as the cash market is concerned this week. Now we go to the grain trends, and things pretty weak, pretty quiet overall. We saw wheat futures up 2, corn futures up a penny, soybean futures down 1, a narrow trade range, about 7-cent trade range in the soy market. Not a lot of news to move the market overall. Everything focusing in on the plantings intentions report that's also coming out on the 28th. This is the Kansas Ag Network.